Hello, we're here at UKGE 2021 with Dan from Naylor Games. Thanks for joining us, Dan.
Yes, absolutely.
And we have got BoardGames, the board game, the card game.
Absolutely, yeah.
A card game all about making board games.
And there's another BoardGames in the title too.
Yeah. So, why don't you give us a pitch and tell us all about this game?
Yeah, sure. So in BoardGames, the board game, the card game, you are all game developers and game designers trying to make 3 board games to send out to the market. You want to make your bloated masterpiece that's going to take 6 years to fail to ship on Kickstarter. You want to make your reliable gateway game for your friendly local game stores, and you want to make your mass market cash cow to sell to mums and pops. You make those games by playing these theme cards onto the table in 3 different rows to make poker hands, kind of 4-card simple poker hands. As we all know, the complexity level of your game needs to be appropriate for whatever market it's going to go to. So your bloated masterpiece needs to be your most complex game, and your mass market cash cow needs to be your simplest. If you ever break that chain, then you go bust, and Zatu Games will never stock you ever again. Equally though, your mass market cash cow is going to make you the most money. And we know that more complex means a better game means more money. So you're incentivized to make the most complex game down at the bottom as you can without going bust anywhere else. There's lots of development cards that help you do that, help you change the numbers and the themes on these cards. But also, there's this card called the pitch card. There's 2 parts to a game of BoardGames, the board game, the card game, and there's 2 winners. In the first part, whoever made the most money from their board games wins. In the second part, we get to pitch each of one of our games, whichever one we chose to do. In the pitch phase, you'll have 1 minute to come up with a name for your game and include all 4 of the traits that game has. Then you'll vote on who wins the Game of the Year award, and they also get to be the winner. If you're especially good at the game, you could win this game twice in one play. It's a 2 to 8 person card game about making board games. It takes about 25 minutes to play, I'd say.
So we just had a game and we all failed horrendously.
We all lost. We all went bust by putting the wrong cards in the wrong places. We were all much too greedy. But our pitches were great.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. Even if everyone can't get the hands of cards sorted out correctly, the pitch adds a nice extra little bonus element.
It's really fun as well because it's a skill you don't get to use a lot. Thinking about how to chain these things together into a board game. This is very much kind of a love letter to board games. There's lots of possibly very familiar art, fun flavor text nods, all that kind of stuff. So if you like board games, you'll love this game, hopefully.
Who came up with the idea for this?
I think that's James, the Mr. Naylor. Hello. You're not mic'd up, but when did it start being developed?
So it started being developed pretty much end of 2019. We started working on it. We had a kind of core concept for the game. We were thinking about what theme would both fit it, and it suddenly struck us of like, I'd always wanted to make a game that was like a tribute to games in general. And so for me, this suddenly it all came together, and we realised there was a huge opportunity to create something really special about making and remixing these different games. It could be a really fun concept.
Cool. So what's the plan going forward?
So it's hopefully coming to Kickstarter by the end of this year, once our first game ships, and I believe it's going to be somewhere around the $19 mark on Kickstarter.
Yeah, $19.25. That's kind of the territory we're looking at here. We want it to be an affordable game that hopefully most gamers can buy into.
Yeah. So if people want to find out more about you and your games, where should they go?
They can go to our website, naylorgames.com. This game particularly is boardgamegame.com is the place to go.
Okay guys, thanks very much for chatting to us.
No worries.
And we wish you all the best for the future.